Bellamy, and guess what? I'm out here in the thick of it. This is the Sausage Shack. These people haven't had sleep in 92 days. They've been working hard, serving the people. Over 250,000 served right here. I want to introduce you to everybody. What's your name, man?
Frank Castle.
Ellen. And Frankenfan?
Dustin Minocha.
That guy right there is the manager. He is the man that drives these kids crazy. How do you keep the morale up here?
Well, just the concert is enough energy to keep us going. 19 hours a day, 24 days a week, whatever we need.
Oh my God, he is a slave driver. Nobody gets a break around here. If you could do anything else right now, what would it be, sweetie?
I don't know. I'd like to be up there in the mud if I could, yeah.
She wants to get muddy. Did she not see my shoes? What is wrong with you? Now, I noticed that a lot of people are falling over here. Is that hilarious for you?
Falling over me? No, it's not.
No, the mud right over here.
Huh?
Over there, the mud. You said people were...
It's great. That's a lot of fun to see people falling down and just getting wet all over. I'm still clean. You can see it. It's just so much fun, really.
Entertainment. It's part of our entertainment. We started laying these Pepsi things on the ground there so people wouldn't slide, but we decided it's more fun watching them fall on the ground.
See, now that's a good manager. He likes to see his customers slide up against the wall and get a sausage sandwich. Ed, what's going on with you, buddy?
Thank you, Bill. That was fat. You know, everyone was wondering whether or not Paul Rogers, formerly of Bad Company, was actually going to show up. He has arrived. He's on the South Stage right now with Slash performing. Let's go to that right now.
Looking out here tonight, and I feel the love. I feel the love. I feel the love all around me now. Yes, I feel the love deep in my heart and soul now. And I know that love.
Wow, that was very cool happening right now. Kennedy, did you have a chance to take a look at that?
Did I have a chance to make out with Paul Rogers, you freak? Of course not. I'm a clean liver. I can see Bill Bellamy right over there at the Sausage Shack. Holy God, he's whipping out his own sausage. This is crazy. What a bunch of hippies. Red Hot Chili Peppers, here they are. They're going to be live on stage at 9:15. We'll show you all that more. Here's Soul to Squeeze. Snakehead, Anthony Kiedis. Chili Pepper set to perform tonight, 9:15 p.m. here at Woodstock, 94 Live MTV coverage. And it's going to be a big show for them, very highly anticipated maneuver on their part, because tonight is the first big show they're playing with their new guitarist, Dave Navarro. So they've had that rotating door effect with their little electronic man players, and we'll see how that fares tonight. Now, so far, the big highlight for me, you know when you have something in your life that you're completely looking forward to and you're just hoping it doesn't suck and it turns out to be amazing? Well, that's what happened last night with me and Nine Inch Nails. I was so excited for them to come on and play the hits off, Pretty Hate Machine and the Downward Spiral and whatnot. They came out in mud, and the producer, Jen, and I almost exploded. It was such a cool moment for me. It was a great set from them. Now, Bill Bellamy is out in the crowd. Bill, what has your highlight been so far from Woodstock?
I think my highlights, besides Joe Cocker, Nine Inch Nails, Metallica, and all those other bands, is just dealing with the people out here. I got a new mud pit. This one has just been developed. I built it myself.
All right,
I got
Bill.
all these people back here that's hanging out. I got people from Florida, Philadelphia, Memphis, Tennessee,
Wow.
Toronto, Canada. It's been pretty cool. And they're really muddy. Can you see them?
I can see him, I can feel him, and I can see him right here behind home base. People are muddy, and that's exactly it, Bill. When I'm done, I'm going to be your color, okay?
Right.
When we're done with the night, we've already made it back, then I'm going to be Mud Girl.
Right.
So we'll check in with you a little later, Bill. Stick around. We'll bring you more live from the crowd. Right now, let's go to Ed Marquez. Where are you, Ed?
I'm right here, Kennedy, and who's going to be my color, huh? Who's going to be my color? From where I'm standing, Kennedy, I can see your butt. Turn around. Turn around. Woo-hoo-hoo. You got a stupid butt. Ladies and gentlemen, Tony Danza is still missing. Tony Danza, we can't find him. He's been gone for 2.5 days. Now we're going to go to the Offspring. Keep them separated.
Speaking of which, the Woodstock, the infamous, alleged Woodstock baby from '69 still has not presented himself. herself. I'm back here in the interview tent, Tabitha Soren, waiting for Traffic, who have already played, and the Red Hot Chili Peppers to come back and talk with me. The Red Hot Chili Peppers still have yet to play. But right now, let's check in with Kennedy. What the heck are you up to?
Oh, I'm standing here still on my naked people lookout. Finally saw one. Tabitha, thank you very much. Having a good old time here, enjoying the music, enjoying the people, and the skies are clear for right now. In addition to music, Woodstock is also about environmental causes, social awareness, and good hygiene all around. We took a look at the eco-village before the mud, and here's how it went.
And as you can see, not only are there music lovers here, there are environmentalists. And right now, I think I found some really interesting people, some serious mud wrestlers. Now, what's everyone's name?
Wanda.
Larry from Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Susan.
From
Now-
Camden, Connecticut.
Now, I just want to ask you, how did you guys get into mud wrestling?
Well, you know, you get a little bored with all the rain and trying to get to listen to the music. And, you know, you turn around and you see a little mud on the ground and two good-looking women, you want to jump in.
Can you show me how you demonstrate this wonderful tactic? Only on MTV. This is Woodstock 94. Right now, I'm going to treat you to a real good video. Check out it live.
Pearl Jam, one of the bands that is sort of sorely missed here at Woodstock. But right now, I'm sitting with Steve Winwood and Jim Capaldi of Traffic, who just got done with a blistering set. There were people, many muddy people, moshing around in front of you. Are you guys used to that? For songs like, you know, Give Me Some Lovin' or Low Spark of High Heeled Boys?
Yeah, well, we've done 10 dates for the Dead on our tour.
Yeah, but that's sort of a different, less violent sort of dancing,
Yeah,
isn't
they're
it?
not kind of marching around in their heads, probably.
Yeah. But we're fairly used to mud.
Mud.
Mud is
We've
synonymous
lived
with
with
traffic,
mud
yeah.
for a long
And
time.
why is that?
Well, if you ever visited us back in...
We used to live in it.
We used to
really.
live in
So you're comfortable with the whole Mud USA thing?
countryside, yeah.
Mud.
Mud. This is Mud City.
Mud UK.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly,
Oh, yeah.
exactly.
We used to take a long drive to get to where we were living, and it was mud for miles.
Of course, there's various different kinds of mud. You know.
Yes, and some people eat
There are.
certain kinds, as Jim was telling
Yeah,
me
there are
earlier.
earth
We had
eaters.
an earth eater earlier today, but I don't think he was very particular about his type of mud.
Oh, that was in a different catering tent to the one.
Yeah, it was really good dirt there. You should have tried it.
Did you take a break from your tour with the Dead to be here at Woodstock?
No, we finished.
Well, yeah.
Just finished.
Yeah. We just well, we did shows with the Dead. That was actually part of our tour. We were doing a tour, and then we did.
We did like weekends
see.
with them.
Okay.
We did 3 weekends, 4
And
weekends.
Traffic started in '67, and if the first Woodstock was in '69, how come you guys didn't play?
Because we were already sort of taking a sabbatical by then.
You're bickering, having a little breakup, sabbatical.
Don't know.
Well,
I think we
it
were
was
just.
more, you know, like a change. We were searching really.
Searching. But you're not sad you missed it.
But we're not.
Did you play here to make up for missing the first one?
Well, you know, we were playing in the vicinity, so we thought that.
It is nice to be a part of it.
Good.
But it
good.
is great, yes.
Well, thanks very much. Right now, let's check in with Ed. Where are you?
I'm up here, Tabitha. Tabitha Soren, she doth teach the torches to burn bright. She hangs upon the cheek of night as a rich jewel. Ladies and gentlemen, here's a little bit of what Traffic did just earlier today at Woodstock 94. There's a lot more Woodstock 94, and if you want to see these bands live, call your local cable company and hook up with that special pay-per-view performance. We'll have more behind-the-scenes shenanigans here at Woodstock 94 right after this, so don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to Woodstock 94. I'm Bill Bellamy, and right now Porno for Pyros is ripping the stage, and I'm here with some really cool ladies in their tent, just relaxing. Where are you from?
Detroit, Michigan.
And what's your name?
Sunny.
Laura.
Detroit.
Michelle, Detroit.
Terry.
Now, ladies, what brought you to Woodstock?
Oh, we just came to see all the good bands.
Which acts did you like the most, or who do you want to see the most?
Rollins' band was bad as hell. We haven't seen Red Hot Chili Peppers yet, but we can't wait to see them.
Green Day was great. Green Day, they ripped the stage up and they were throwing mud everywhere, and it was like really cool, man.
It was getting a little too intense there for a minute, but oh God, last night 9 Inch Nails though was definitely cool. Santana we missed. I got too strung out on just standing there forever, so we said forget it, let's come back home. But you know, why don't you show us our view here? Show them our view.
You got a nice view. Show them their view. They got a nice view of the stage, the north stage where everybody's performing. They've been here. They've been here for a while. This is prime property right here. Kennedy, do you have prime property like that where you are?
No, Bill, you're the only one, baby. And right now I'm enjoying Porno for Pyros live on stage here at Woodstock. Perry, Mark, Peter, and Steven donning a lovely suit look today. Perry Farrell is wearing a beautiful bright purple suit and boots to boot. So actually, we took a look at the different people here at Woodstock. We wanted to see what they were wearing. The kids, Generation X, Reality Bites, you know, the whole spiel. Let's take a look. What did we see? It's my shoes, and now I don't have them. Get out of here. Live from home base, it's Woodstock 94. Watching Perry Farrell, Porno for Pyros on stage right now. So it's fantastic here, and while you're at home, there's no sense to sit around and cry. You should go on a fantastic voyage. Here's Coolio.
We got our own fantastic voyage backstage here at Woodstock Nation. People run around like crazy in the media tent. We got Traffic right behind me. Behind them is the less hairy but just as skinny lead singer of the Spin Doctors, Chris Barron. And the tent that they're standing in front of is Albert Watson, the famous photographer. He's doing profiles of every single band that is here at Woodstock. The backstage area is obviously very difficult to get into unless you have many different credentials. But back in '69, they didn't even have a backstage area. They didn't even finish building the stage in '69. But on a very well-built platform is Ed and Juliet Honan.
Hey, Tabitha.
Thank you, Tabitha.
We love that whole tummy thing we can see.
I love the midriff. I wanted to ask you something about your travels, your adventure getting here to Woodstock today. What happened?
Well, I was very lucky in that I had a late call, unlike you guys who had to be here really early. And so when we were going to come in, they said there's actually all the roads are blocked. So we came in and we got as far as we could go. We saw miles and miles of people just lining up for buses. We saw miles of buses, and they actually made us walk. So we were down there with the people. I am a woman of the people. And with some cameramen and some editors, some friends, we walked, and that's how we got here.
And so you missed a lot of stuff today because you came in late.
So now what did I miss?
Well, one of the things you missed, we're going to show you right now. This is the Allman Brothers with Whipping Post, shot earlier today, Woodstock 94.
Okay, well that looked good.
You missed a lot of stuff. You missed Traffic, Arrested Development.
I hear Arrested Development were really great.
Amazing. And you also missed a guy wandering around with mud all over his schnitzel.
Yeah, and I saw a guy naked, and on the back was written in mud, "Muddy and Beautiful."
There's going to be a lot more of that, a lot more backstage stuff, a lot more Woodstock coverage here right after this on MTV as our coverage continues.
Welcome back to Woodstock 94. I'm Bill Bellamy, and I've been roving throughout the entire crowd, finding different people and different perspectives. Everyone has been generally happy about everything. I found some ladies that have seen it all, and they got a story to tell. What's your name?
Tani. Kalikia.
Tell me what happened was it yesterday?
Yesterday, yeah. Okay, well, we're sitting here in a tent, and they're making a mudslide, and people are walking by, and they're grabbing people that don't want to get dirty, and they're grabbing them, throwing them in the mud. And this lady, she has just bought a pizza, is walking by, they throw her in the mud and take the pizza, and they're like eating it. It's like way uncool. It's like
Really uncool. I started yelling at them. I go, "You guys, don't you know that's so uncool? You should buy our pizza." And everybody around's like, "Shh, don't say nothing. You'll be next." It was so uncool.
Oh man, what we're gonna do, we're having a pizza party right now. We're trying to get money, up. We're trying to get some script up, and we're gonna buy that lady another pizza, man, and with extra cheese. I'm serious. So Kennedy, I hope your things are doing better for you. We're looking for pizza money now. You got some money on you?
Bill, I would love to give you my money, man, my brother, but I can't because I don't have any. I'm starving. Send over a rice cake. Sun's coming out. Porno's playing on the stage live at Woodstock 94. Some people blew up a big, huge, inflatable Shamu. So they're having a whale of a time. Call me Ishmael. And it's been a crazy sea unto itself backstage. You thought out here, the mud, the people, the tents, you thought that was insane? Check out the media and the blitz and the hype that's going on backstage. Chris Connolly did just that. Chrissy.
Waiting for those buses are having to wait 4 to 5 hours just to get to their cars.
And then I've also heard that once you actually get to the car, like 80% of the cars are completely covered in mud, so it's another additional, 4 or 5 hours wait. So.
And these people are, they're wet, they're muddy. I mean, I feel really bad for them.
And to take our minds off that horrible situation, what a segue.
Yes.
Smashing Pumpkins with this arm. Enjoy this.
That was Smashing Pumpkins with this arm. I'm Bill Bellamy, on the road, just like I said before, keeping it real, hanging out with the real people. These guys, this is what is called Woodstock therapy. After a long day out here in the mud and the rain, you gotta relax. What's your name, man?
Jeff.
Corey.
Now, who are the bands you really came to see?
Bob Dylan.
And who else?
They're playing, man. They're playing. Porno for Pyros, man.
Yeah. So how do you get the ladies to to really loosen you up?
Sex appeal.
Pure sex appeal. Now, what are the ladies' name? Let me introduce you. Find your name out.
Jennifer.
Tanya.
And do you know these guys? I mean, it's just. I thought they just found you, man. These are friends. So anything else that you want to do before you go back to Maine?
Sex.
Some good sex? Sex, man. That's what I'm talking about. And I'm going to tell you right now, what the band that I'm about to bring to you is like sex. Everybody was talking about them last night. They performed Metallica Wherever I Roam. Check out this performance.
performance last night from Metallica. Can I just say one thing? James Hetfield has the worst haircut. Come on, a bi-level short on top, long and back. You can do better than that. You sold like 10 million records. Speaking of live, Port of Pyro is still on the stage right now. Chili Peppers coming up, as well as Bob Dylan and Peter Gabriel. He's going to finish off the whole show here at Woodstock 94, so stick around. More live from MTV. What's going on? Kennedy and Allison Stewart here, live from the Winston Farm, Socrates, New York, Woodstock 94. 94, how are ya? Wonderful. So what have you been doing when you haven't been taping, Allison?
I've been trying to figure out how exactly this mud is going to come off of these boots. I actually, you know what? I went out and tried to buy a t-shirt for my sister. Went incognito, poncho on. They've run out of script, so people are actually bartering amongst themselves. Nice. It's very nice. It's very communal.
I actually got some free love last night. First time I haven't paid for it in about 14 years. Woo! No, that's a joke. That's an absolute joke.
You're only like 21. I don't want to be hearing about that.
Oh, well, never mind. Right now, Porno's on stage. Spin Doctors played right before them. Tabitha, I think you're with the Spin Doctors, aren't you?
I am. We are very communal backstage here with the Spin Doctors. You guys recorded a song for the Jimi Hendrix tribute album, right? Stone Free, is that correct? Right. I think a lot of people our age, when they think of the first Woodstock, Jimi Hendrix and Star Spangled Banner pops in their head. Is that the same for you, or is that just a Tabitha thing? What do you think of when you think of that first concert?
I think of Sly and the Family Stone.
You do? How about you?
I think of the audience.
What do you think about them? Is it similar to this one when you looked out there?
Yeah, I always think of those photographs that you see of like all those people.
I have to say, when you're up on stage and you looked out, what's it like to look out and see about 500,000 people that look and are dressed very similar? Sans mud, of course.
Yeah, most of them are mud. Muddy.
Similarly.
A lot of muddy people.
Thank you. I mean, is that weird? Because the crowd here, they're very casual. They're sort of in the same, you know, fashion sense as you guys. Do you agree or you disagree? Yes, no?
Maybe. I haven't seen the crowd enough to know actually.
You just played. What do you mean?
Yeah, well, I know, but you can't like look closely at everybody.
Are you going to walk out from backstage and check things out?
Absolutely, yeah.
Can you do that without being harassed?
Sure.
You'll blend right in,
yeah, you
right?
just cover yourself with mud. It's no problem.
Exactly.
That's why I said we weren't going to talk about mud.
Right. Mud is off limits. Are there any bands you are looking forward to hearing that are playing now?
A lot of them. Actually, Porno for Pyros right now.
And we're letting you watch it in here. We'll let you.
Bob Dylan, Chili Peppers, Peter Gabriel.
Well, we'll let you go outside. I don't want to keep you from the music for very long. Right now, we'll check in with Ed and Juliet.
Thanks, Tabitha.
Oh my God.
Actually here. We're watching. What's happening? What's happening, Ed? What's happening? We're watching Porno for Pyros. What's going on?
You're right. This is the most dramatic theatrical presentation we've seen so far. Perry Farrell was just making out with a bloody mime. I'm not making that up.
It's true. He's been body surfing. There's been a couple of girls, a girl on a rope, two girls together stripping.
My favorite, personal favorite.
I haven't been able to catch his attention for 5 minutes or so.
Here's Stone Temple Pilots with a big empty.
Welcome back to MTV's live coverage of Woodstock 94. I'm Allison Stewart coming to you from home base. This is the home stretch for Woodstock 94. My neighbors next door right now, Porno for Pyros. Living up to both their names, they had a stripper with flaming batons. Porno for Pyros, you get it? I think Chris Conley up at the MTV platform has a pretty good view of that. Hey, Chris?
Indeed we have, Allison. Certainly a set that looks very much like it was long on stagecraft and some new material. Is that right, Ed?
I would have to say, I think that's one of my favorite performances so far. It's just like so much to look at and so much to hear. It's the best. I'm going to go actually down there and enjoy the rest of it, unless they're done.
I don't know if they're wrapping up here. It looks like they might be off stage. They really know how to get an audience going.
I wish I had a big finish like that, but I'm leaving now too. So I'm going to toss it to you. I don't have any fireworks shooting out of my butt anymore or anything like that, but maybe next time.
Who knows? Let's see what Tabitha and Ricky are doing back at home base.
Hey, Ed, but you still look cute with that thing on your cheek. I'm going to take off, too, and let Ricky take over back here at the end.
Are you going to go roving out in the mud?
No, I'm probably going to go take another nap.
I think we need to see Tabitha out there roaming in the mud. We haven't seen it for the past 4 days, have we?
After we're finished working, we'll both strip down and go mud
Sure,
diving.
okay.
How do you feel about that?
That'll be on a whole different pay-per-view. You'll want to
We'll take your
get
wife,
details
too.
on that. There you go. Where
We'll
are we
have a
going
good
now?
time back here.
Oh, that's right. I'm here for the rest of the night.
Yeah, I think
And I know that
Slash
we're
is
gonna
going to
talk
come
Slash in a
by,
bit,
and then we're going to
It's going to get
probably you
crazy and
should throw
kooky.
it back to Allison.
Okay,
She's a good choice.
Allison.
You're throwing, and I'm catching. We are here at Woodstock 94 Live. Bob Dylan's supposed to take the stage next. He's finally going to play Woodstock. Everybody's pretty excited about that. Why don't you sit tight, wait for more of MTV's live coverage from Woodstock 94. Right now, this is U2 with or without you.
Welcome back. We're here at Woodstock 94. I'm here with John. How you doing, John?
I'm having a great time. We're between sets. This is what happens when we're between things. It's a pilgrimage. Because who played? Porno for Pirates just played, and we're waiting for Bob Dylan. And people are just sort of walking around, man.
It's definitely pretty crazy around here. We're right next door to the speakers. There are loads of people behind us. There is so much mud down here.
And they're having fun in it, right? Look at these guys, man. They're strange people just walking around. I don't know exactly what they're doing walking around, but God bless them. Where are we going to right now?
I believe we're going to go and see what Chris is doing on the platform. Chris?
Yeah, I'm just hanging out here, Juliet, on the platform, kind of checking out the whole, like, act 60s vibe I think we're going to be seeing not long from now as Bob Dylan takes the stage. Two things I've seen that you only really could have seen in the 60s. First, I saw a South Vietnamese flag right over there. They're not making those anymore. Second, this is perfect Woodstock 69. I saw two very attractive young women wearing a little sign here that said, "Free hugs." And as someone over at the Crafts Fair said, when it comes to Woodstock 94, love is free and everything else is going to cost you. In fact, we got lots more stuff here at Woodstock 94. Let's take a look at what the surreal field was like.
Surreal field, but at this point, everything at Woodstock 94 is surreal. But we are expecting some very real live performances from Bob Dylan coming up, as well as the Red Hot Chili Peppers and Peter Gabriel closing out the evening, as well as Ricky Rackman. He finally woke up Slash, who was napping earlier. He's going to talk to Slash and Paul Rogers. That is coming up, as well as more live coverage here on MTV as Woodstock 94 continues. Do not go away.
And welcome back to MTV's continuing coverage of Woodstock 94. We are standing by outside the North Stage, waiting for Bob Dylan to come on. I guess we can wait a little while longer. We've been waiting 25 years for Bob Dylan to play Woodstock. Not long ago, over at the South Stage, an all-star assortment really rocked the house, and Ricky is standing by with them right now in the interview area. Ricky?
Thanks a lot, Chris. And now I am going to be in the interview for area for a while so I can let the mud dry off the boots. And right now I'm backstage with Paul Rogers and Slash. And first of all, how did this whole relationship start?
Well, you played on my album. Yeah.
Get right up on that thing.
Right. You played on my album. No, we did a record together.
You got to talk in that mic.
I'm sorry. Anyway, mic technique. You got to get the mic technique. Right. Yeah, that's why I played.
Hold it like Tom Jones.
Anyway, it's we not hooked up at some unusual. point, and we played together a few times. So.
Yeah, we did the Hunter, and the Hendrix track on that Hendrix tribute, which we did tonight, actually.
Mm-hmm. And when did the whole idea of you guys all getting together and jam on stage at Woodstock?
He called me at home and asked me, and I was like, oh, you know, it's
Let's make it easier, Slash. I can hear you. Nobody at home can.
the gayest thing in the world.
Well, actually,
You know, I'll tell you what. We're gonna practice mic technique. We're gonna come back with these guys in a little bit.
No, I'm
a lot
sorry.
of stuff. It's okay. We'll come back. We'll give you time.
Well,
to
I've
practice.
got it. Look, I've been practicing.
There's a lot of stuff happened, not only in the
Well, I'll
Woodstock
interview
compound.
you like this.
Shh, it's my turn. A lot of stuff happened inside the Woodstock compound. Here's some of the stuff that happened beyond the fence.
I don't think we expected as many people to come here. People are camping everywhere and just pretty much doing everything they can and what they want. It's pretty much wild here.
We
were forced to sit here. There was no more camp space left in there, so we had to come out here.
We were inside earlier and we came back out because it was getting too muddy.
There's quite a few holes in the fences around, so everyone can pretty much leave and come as they go. So everybody's walking and the fences are down all over. It's out of control almost, basically.
We snatched that at the place up there. We were carrying the cooler for 5 miles. We couldn't take it no more, so we loaded it in here and hauled it down the hill, about 40.
We're picking up the empty deposit cans that are left behind by all the concert goers. Each can in New York is worth 5 cents. We've collected about 5 bags so far.
Everything was blocked off, like where you can't take any buses back in, and we camped out back of the car last night because it was raining so hard. And now it's like, I don't know, man. They won't let anybody in the buses come back in.
We're leaving because it's like a 9+ hour wait just to get on the bus. You know, the lots. Who knows where they are really?
Walking all the way back to Tennessee!
We're probably going to walk to the parking lot, about 22 miles.
We have to get back to our jobs.
You wait 5 or 6 hours in the line, and then you turn around, get on a bus, and wait in another line, and then you like trample through the mud and everything. But other than that, it's pretty great.
We're back with Slash and Paul Rogers. So have you guys had the opportunity to see like any of the madness that's actually going on out there?
Right there.
Well, other than on the monitors. I mean, how did you get in? You like flew in on a helicopter, right?
Yeah, we flew in. Well, you were here.
Well, you know, I'll tell you, yeah, I was here. Yeah, I was a bit worried about the band that went on before us encouraged people to sling mud.
That would
And
be
I wasn't sure about
Green
how
Day.
that was
We
going.
were thinking, yeah, they were great though.
They rule.
That's one of those bands.
Yeah, it was a happening thing.
I met one of them. You know, the bass player. I was like, oh, you guys, you have no idea. You know, a certain crowd that I hang out in, we love it. I screw to that, you know.
Uh-huh.
But no, the thing is I flew in last night, and then we went to rehearsal, and then got up and started driving here 9 o'clock this morning to get to the helicopter to get to the gig, and
Now, who else was in the band? For people that don't know, who was in this like all-star jam band?
Okay, yeah, Jason Bonham on the drums, and Andy Fraser from Free was playing bass, and Neil Sean was playing guitar, and His Royal Highness here.
yeah, but I only got to play 4 songs.
Well,
Yeah, it
right
was
now,
good, though.
let's take a look at you guys doing something. This is
great.
when you did the song Bad Company. Let's take a
Cool.
look.
Oh God.
Bad company. I won't deny, can't deny, won't deny. Bad company. Well, all right, all right, all right. Let me say it one more time. Bad company. No, I can't deny. Bad company. Till the day. Till the day. When I reach for the sky. Yeah. Reach for the sky. Way up there beyond the clouds.
Looking back, I'm sure we've all had like certain fantasies and stuff like that. But did you ever think you would like be doing the song Bad Company with Paul Rogers at Woodstock?
I
course
would
you did.
never have thought it in a million. If I had that much time, I wouldn't have thought it. No.
Now, real quick, Paul, what kind of other
Yeah.
stuff are you up to right now? Are you recording or?
I've got a new album out right now, which Slash plays on. It's a blues album, and got quite a few guitar players on there. Jeff Beck's on there, Brian May from Queen.
Couldn't get any of the big names, huh?
Brian Setzer couldn't get the big names.
Brian, Jeff Beck, Slash, Brian Setzer.
And I mean, it was great fun, you know, because she's rocking with the blues, you know, and it's just good to expand
I
it.
haven't even met you yet at that point.
And Slash, you basically
know.
have got lots of free time, not working at all, right? You're playing like in
No.
a billion different things.
I just, as long as I'm playing, I'm okay.
So
you
what are
know?
the projects that you're working on right now?
Well, there's the Guns N' Roses record, which we're trying to get together and get going. We haven't broken up, you know, contrary to popular belief, and so I'm doing a
So the rumor
project-
that you died isn't true?
No, I've died like 10,
Okay,
15
I was just
times.
sure because we heard that
It's
rumor.
exaggerated. Yeah. It's only. It's
And you've
only-
got your band that you're
I've got
working on, a
Snake
record
Pit
called
going
Snake
on,
Pit?
and that's almost finished, and it'll be out. And then on top of that, there's been I don't know, just random, you know, Michael Jackson.
And there's a
stuff
couple
like
names.
that.
Any other names? If you guys done anything with?
No, Michael's
nobody
cool
left.
though. You know, now because think about it, he's the grandson-in-law of Elvis Presley, has the Beatles catalog, and he's Michael Jackson on top of it.
He owns it all.
So I was just like, wow. That's
Right now we're
heavy.
going to play a video from Metallica, and we'll be back with more Woodstock 94.
That was Metallica, of course. They played live here at Woodstock last night to what's probably the peak mass of about 400,000 people. The crowd has thinned out a little bit since then. Some people do have to be to work tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. So shuttle buses are leaving. However, there's about a 4 to 5 hour wait to get to the parking lot because some of the buses are getting stuck in the mud. But don't get me wrong, there are still a lot of people here at Woodstock, and Juliet and John are among them. Hey guys, what's going on down there?
Thanks, Allison. We're sitting in it. That's what we're doing right now, and we're hanging out with some dudes and some people, and there's mud and sleeping bags. And Julia, what's with this guy right here?
Well, this is Matt and John. Where are you from?
Boston.
Boston.
You just woke up, right?
Yeah, I did.
Now, did you see Green Day this morning?
Sure did.
Now, what happened with you and Green Day?
Well, I was crowd surfing and I got tossed around and I got tossed onto the stage and nearly got beat up by a security guard.
Really? So they weren't particularly friendly?
No, they didn't really like me.
Now, is it true that the bass player was also thrown off into the crowd?
I didn't see it, but I heard a lot of people saying it, so I think so.
Now, you've also been doing some mudsliding, but you look pretty clean, really. How'd you get the mud off?
Sat underneath the water spigot for half an hour.
Isn't it cold, though?
Freezing. Freezing.
Well, we're going to go to Primus now. They performed last night, and this is called My Name is Mud.
The breath on that bastard could bring any man to tears. We had our words, comment spat. So I kissed him upside the cranium with an aluminum baseball bat. My name is Mud. My name is Mud. My name is Mud.
And opposed to that roiling mass of people in front of Primus, here in the middle of the north area, it's pretty cool. Some people have got mud on them, some don't. It's interesting, some people have obviously just arrived today, and their clothes are spotless. I pity them on the way out of here. We got a lot more coming, so keep it here. MTV's coverage of Woodstock 94 continues.
Welcome back to MTV's live coverage of Woodstock 94. Everybody is waiting for Bob Dylan to take the stage. He's supposed to do so in just about 50 minutes or so. Let's bring on more peace, love, and music. All three happened right here yesterday on this stage as a couple actually exchanged their wedding vows. Mo and Victoria got married at Woodstock, and it went like this.
Oil somewhere. I'm getting this whole 60s wedding vibe wafting from backstage somewhere. Speaking of backstage, we're hoping to be talking to some of the Red Hot Chili Peppers before too much longer. You might recall earlier today their crew and their equipment got here well before they did. They were taking a bus up. Hopefully they'll make it not long from now. We'll talk to them before they go on stage. They're going on right after Bob Dylan. But to get you ready, let's take a look at their version of Higher Ground.
Red Hot Chili Peppers will be taking the stage in just a few hours here at Woodstock 94 as we are live. I hope they do Higher Ground. You know what? And I'm also predicting nudity from the Chili Peppers because they just do it anyway. And we're at Woodstock, and it seems like there's random acts of nudity going on. There's also going to be random acts of giving away guitars, Gibson guitars. We're going to do a Woodstock trivia contest coming up shortly, giving away a Gibson guitar. And right now, we're going to give it away, a little Chili Pepper segue, to Chris Conley, who's up on the platform. Chris?
And Allison, I'm planning on keeping my clothes on, but who knows? It's a wild day at Woodstock. Right now we're still in a holding pattern. Over on the south stage they're waiting for Santana to go on, and here we continue to wait for Bob Dylan to take the north stage. You know, I can still remember it was 20 years ago when I saw Dylan for the first time on the Before the Flood tour with the band. It was a 2:30 concert. He played the whole thing, said goodbye, finished the second encore, and nobody left. They turned the lights on, the whole thing, and came out one more bow. A beautiful thing all the way around. I had a great time. Let's go to John and Julia in the crowd. What's going on, you guys?
Thanks, Chris. Hey, what's your name?
Heather.
And where are you from?
Canton, Ohio.
Tell me something. You came from Canton. Have you met anyone interesting here?
Oh, definitely. This guy here.
Oh, yeah?
What's your name?
Travis.
And where are you from?
Hawthorne, New Jersey.
Now, you have an interesting thing here. It says, I need a ride to New Jersey. Why is that?
I came up on my skateboard and some guy dropped me off in McDonald's and Saugerties. I went to the bathroom and when I came back there was a ticket sitting on the table next to mine, so I took it. No ride here, no ride home. Need a ride.
Oh, so now what happened to all your stuff then?
I'm sleeping with Heather here in her camp.
Okay, well, I think we're going to have to go to a commercial. We'll be back with more from Woodstock 94.
Welcome back to Woodstock 94 as we are winding down, or winding up, I should say, for Bob Dylan. Everybody's waiting for him to take the stage. Should be happening about 7:30. And as the sun goes down, the temperature is dropping, and people were still pretty wet from today's activity. They're a little concerned about hypothermia, so the folks are going to be providing wool blankets and garbage bags so people can keep themselves warm tonight and enjoy the concert. Also enjoying the concert are all these people, and that's where Juliet and John are.
Thanks very much, Alison. Yes, we are out here. In fact, John and I have been sitting in the mud. I have a wet bottom, but somebody who has a lot more mud all over him is Tom. Where are you from?
I'm from New Jersey.
Now, how come you got so muddy?
It rained this morning and it made the slopes all slick, so we all went down and skied down the hill, man.
Now, when are you going home? When are you going to get all this mud off you?
Probably Tuesday. We're gonna take a shower.
So you're not going to take a shower till Tuesday?
It's supposed to rain tonight.
Okay.
That's a shower, man. Hey, how do I get in your tribe?
Yeah, man, it's One Nation Under Mud, man.
One Nation Under Mud. Oh, that feels good. And what group were you doing this boogie into, man?
Porno for Pyros, man. Perry was kicking. He came down and surfed with us.
That's right. Check out some Porno for Pyros right now. We make great bets. That was Porno for Pyros, man. I'm feeling very muddy right now.
Well, you know what Kennedy said? She actually said after this whole thing is over, she's going to go and jump in the mud. How about you?
Well, I think so. Maybe we could do some mud painting, body painting.
Mud painting, wow.
Speaking of that, here's some Boys to Men. I'll make love to you.
All right, here on the north stage, we continue to wait for Bob Dylan to assume control of events. It should just be a few minutes away. We'll give it to you all when he shows up. First, let's go to Allison with a special guest.
I'm actually with someone who knew Bob Dylan, or at least knew his face very well in 1969. This is Mr. Elliot Landy. Tell us what you were doing at Woodstock in 1969.
I was asked by the promoters of Woodstock 1, the first one, to photograph it for them. I had been doing a lot of photographs with people like Bob Dylan in the band and Janis Joplin, and I was known, my work was known as an artistic kind of rock and roll photography. So Mike Lang asked me to photograph Woodstock for him.
Now tell me, what has been the biggest deja vu image-wise for you so far?
I think all the smiling faces, you know, despite all the commercialism and all the bad stuff and all the traffic jams in the state police and the rules and all that stuff, the kids still have managed to come through, and I see the same kind of youthful exuberance and love here. Of course, it's mixed. In Woodstock 69, it was total. I didn't see anything negative. Here, there's about 15, 20% negative, 10% negative, or, you know, people looking for fights more than looking for pleasure. But overall, it's a fabulous event, and kids are really ecstatic from it, you know.
And tell me what, there's always that one defining picture of Woodstock 69. I think of the overhead shot. What do you think is going to be for this Woodstock?
I just think all the smiling faces on the kids. I don't think there's one defining picture anymore. It's like everyone's seen the defining pictures. The TV coverage is so huge. In 69, a photograph was everything. Here we've got multimedia and television and film and all that stuff. So I don't think a still image is going to capture it the way this one did.
You've got still images and books that you've put together. Tell me about these.
This is a book called Woodstock Vision that's published. It's a retrospective of my work of Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, Woodstock, Bob Dylan. And then we just published another book called Woodstock 1969, the first festival. And that's work from 10 other photographers besides myself. And I could open the pages if you want, but it's really it's a very stunning book, and it really captures the spirit. In those days, we knew we were going to change the world, and I think we have somewhat. It's kind of hidden a little bit now, but the world is very different. People can bare their breasts, people can say dirty words. You know, in 69 you couldn't do that without, in 69 people were arrested for wearing an American flag. Now it's normal. It's fashion now. They sell it at truck stops.
Well, if you're interested in finding out more about Woodstock 69, you can pick up these great books. Thanks for stopping by.
I appreciate you having me, you know, and this is really fun. It really is. It's really great. Yeah.
Lots more fun. Woodstock 94 is going to continue right now. Here's Collective Soul. Thanks.
That was Collective Soul, who played on Friday. It's now Sunday. Very, very long time ago, and I'm here with you guys. Now, where are you from?
Michigan.
And your name is April, right? Mm-hmm. And what's your name?
Rob.
And now you have what looks like a very professional camera here. What have you taken photographs of so far?
Basically trying to capture the free love and the free drugs that's going around, seeing if everyone's bringing back the 60s.
Do you think you're going to sell these photographs?
No, we're keeping them for ourselves. No, we're not selling them. We don't want to profit. We're just taking them for ourselves.
John, do you have any questions?
Well, I was wondering did you see what you expected to see?
Yeah, well, we expected probably a little more drugs around, but no, we didn't see too much of that.
Do you have a favorite picture that you think you may have taken?
I took a picture of an old man that was sitting over there, just sitting there by himself, and I thought that was pretty cool. New generation, sitting here with everyone else that's younger than him.
Yeah. Well, you know, speaking of old and young and kids and all, let's take a look at some the real Woodstock kids.
Second generation of Woodstock, and actually that's been one of the most interesting things about Woodstock 94 has been a meeting of the musical generations. You kind of get the young Turks up against the seasoned elders. I mean, Bob Dylan is going to be followed by the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and actually Ricky Rackman is being peppered right now backstage. Ricky.
Hanging out backstage with Red Hot Chili Peppers. I'm Ricky Rackman, and we were talking a little bit earlier about the feeling of
it wasn't long ago.
It wasn't long ago about the whole Woodstock thing feeling very corporate. And I don't know if when I walked in here, I had the same feeling. But the people that are really out there, like the people that are out there in the mud, it seems like there is something that's going on.
I think it should be called Despite the Fact. This whole show should just be called Despite the Fact. Despite the fact that they're trying to cash in on the intensity of Woodstock that happened 25 years ago, which really was a very magical situation. You had bands like Jimi Hendrix, Sly and the Family Stone, Ravi Shankar playing music that had never been played before. They were definitely innovators and on the verge of creating a whole new wave of sound for people to freak out to. And this really has nothing to do with that, in my own humble, stupid opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that all these people are here and they came here to have a great time and to have an amazing little summer stint in their vacation, it rises above the corporate slime.
Now, David, this is your first big show with the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Now, did you watch it?
I'm too aware of that one.
Huh?
I'm all
How
too
you
aware
feeling
of that
about
one.
it?
Feel good.
feel good.
Did you watch Porno for
Feel
Pyros
alright.
at all and watch
I
your
did. I saw
old...
Porno. I thought they were fabulous.
Really?
I thought they were fabulous. Perry didn't recognize me.
Perry didn't. Did
Say,
Perry come
"Hello,
up and say, "Hey, what's
Dave,
going
I
on?"
used to
Or
play, me?
wasn't
8
like that at
years
all.
of my life with you. But
So you excited? I mean, you seem like
I'm thrilled.
You're
thrilled.
having a good time. And
I'm having a
thing
great
is-
time.
The thing is, I mean, what it boils down to is nothing matters except playing good music, you know. And the bands that are going to be here today and yesterday and the day before, whatever, that play good music are going to get over, and there's going to be some sort of deep communication with the people that care about music that are here, and that's going to be beautiful no matter who's involved or what's involved. And for us, you know, the only thing that matters is playing good, and that's what we're going to go do.
Stay tuned. We've got more of Woodstock '94.
Some very wise words from Flea of the Red Hot Chili Peppers. And we're going to see how wise some people are about Woodstock '94, because we're going to be doing a trivia contest and giving away a Gibson guitar. That's coming up, and a whole bunch more live coverage from MTV and Woodstock '94. Do stick around. Welcome back to MTV's live coverage of Woodstock '94. At this point, over 30 bands have played Woodstock '94, and up until now, we were about an hour ahead of schedule, but Bob Dylan has put us right back on track. He's supposed to take the stage at 7:30 tonight. Let's go to the guy who's got the best seat in the house from the MTV Tower, 16 feet above. Hey, Chris Connolly.
Right you are, Allison. Clearly the wind is picking up, the sun is going down, the temperature is sinking like a stone to try to fill the time before Dylan comes on stage. We've had comedy, we've had art. So we'll go to the thing that we always find most entertaining, Randy. Check it out.
You know, I think my favorite scene in the old Woodstock movie was when the guy was cleaning the porta sands, you know, and he comes out and then he says, "Oh, well, you know, it's just my job. I got one kid in the porta sand and I got another kid in the Johnny on the spot." And, I mean, he said something, boy, what did he say? He said, "I got one kid." Well, I wish there was an authority around here who, you know, knew this stuff. He said, "I got one kid on the..."
An authority? I always question authority. What's this about authority?
Oh, wow. Michael Wadley, who made the only Woodstock movie. He says, I got one kid working in the porta sand business, and I got another kid who wants to open up a Johnny on the spot outlet.
I think you've got it a little wrong, you know. It was actually, you had one kid in the war and then one at the festival. But you know, none of this actually happened the first time. Like the moon landing, which we all set up, everybody knows that was fake. The real Woodstock was actually not the real Woodstock. It was the surreal Woodstock. It was all like miniatures, you know, little people that were all hand-drawn in. Didn't really happen. Well, listen, folks, there was no first Woodstock. Honestly, it never happened. We all made it up. The movie is the myth.
It was like Forrest Gump.
If you were there, you didn't remember it, wasn't that it? Well, or if you weren't really there, you did remember it. Well, if you see the inverse logic of that, that means, of course, there was only the movie. There wasn't reality. Because if it was reality, then you couldn't remember it. And if you could, you weren't really there.
Oh, you made me have to go to the bathroom again.
Okay.
Good talking to you.
Allison, outside our compound, I ran into Barbara Koppel, the woman who's directing the documentary on this Woodstock. Now, here's a woman who probably, as you know, has covered union strikes in Arlen County, USA, and all sorts of terrible things. I said, "Well, how's it going for you?" She said, "It's hell." Go figure, huh?
Well, I know it must be hell for a lot of people. In fact, I saw poor Peter Gabriel at the bottom of a road asking the security guys for directions, and they didn't seem to realize that they were trying to give directions to Peter Gabriel.
Oh yeah, we're laughing now. Wait till we try to get out of here. I'm gonna have a nice little sleep right on this mud thing before this whole night is over. I can tell. We're gonna get to New York like by Labor Day in time for the Video Music Awards, aren't we?
I think so, but remember, we can't wear white after Labor Day. Did you see Serial Mom?
I didn't. Oh, that's right. That's right. And remember, the white shoes, the white vinyl belt. That's a full Cleveland, one or the other, half Cleveland.
It's so true. We're going to talk fashion later, Chris, and check in with you a little bit later on. Right now, we are going to look at Guns N' Roses with Don't Cry. Roses. Of course, Slash took the South Stage earlier today with Paul Rodgers, but the North Stage is what it is all about tonight here at Woodstock. Bob Dylan is supposed to take the stage very shortly, followed by the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and closing out Woodstock '94 will be the elegant and always eloquent Peter Gabriel. But until the music kicks back in, let's kick it out in the field to John and Juliet.
Thanks, Alison. We're still out here in a big crowd of people. We spotted Melinda from New Jersey, and Melinda, John wanted to know if he could have a hug.
Sure, he could have a hug.
Okay, not too hard.
Okay.
You guys hug too, man. Oh, this is a Woodstock. Come on, bring it in, hug me, man.
Okay, enough of all this hugging. Melinda, how many hugs have you given so far today?
Oh, I have absolutely no idea.
Throughout the weekend, have you been here the whole time?
Yep, I've been here since Friday about 12 o'clock.
And how has this paper stayed intact? That's amazing. That you...
Necklace right here through a piece of hole in the paper.
Sorry, is that crayons?
Yes, it's crayons. We were coloring the map yesterday.
I'm gonna cry, man. Let's look at Green Day, who performed earlier, and people throwing mud at him. Check it out.
We're still here with Melinda now. This has nothing to do with your sign there, but I want to know, what do you think of the food at Woodstock?
It's pretty expensive.
Has it made you sick?
No, I've only had pretzels.
Really? Yeah, pretzels for how many days?
For 3 days, and some Crispecks, and that's about it.
So let's get this straight. You've been eating pretzels for 3 days straight.
Pretzels and Crispecks.
God bless you. We're going to the commercial. We'll be back with more Woodstock 94. Hug me, man. Hug me.
All right, welcome back to Woodstock 94. I'm Chris Conley. We're waiting for Bob Dylan to hit the stage. You know, I was just about to up the ante on John Sensio. A couple of women going around here with signs now that say free kisses. But, you know, if I did that, then Ricky would have to, and, you know, he's newlywed. And anyway, Ricky's in the interview tent right now with the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Ricky, what's going down?
Hanging out backstage with the Red Hot Chili Peppers. And other than the Woodstock show, I was just in Hawaii. I went to some bike shop, and they said, oh yeah, the guys at Red Hot Chili Peppers all had Harleys shipped out to Hawaii, their own bikes, so you could record and ride motorcycles in Hawaii.
We're not really hanging out backstage. We're hanging out in the press tent.
And
I'm sorry.
It's not really backstage.
Thank you for spoiling the whole facade. It's because they don't allow me backstage, Anthony, and this is as backstage as it gets for me.
Not only is it not backstage, but we keep watching the pay-per-view over there on the big TV, and they keep telling us not to watch it, but they set up the cameraman right next to the
Hold on a second.
pay-per-view TV.
Look at that.
So it's kind of hard not to
Now
watch
I've turned it off.
It was captivating.
Hey, wait,
We were talking about Hawaii. We were talking
TV
about
on this
Hawaii.
side. They don't
We
want
were
us
in
to
Hawaii
watch
with
it.
the Harleys. Yeah, it was great. We drove around the Harleys all the time. We were in Hawaii. We went to Hawaii to write music. It was really nice. We went scuba diving, snorkeling, bike riding,
And
Harley
recording?
riding.
Was any time spent recording a record?
Nope.
We wrote some songs.
We farted around a lot.
So in the winter, then they're
And
gonna stand
Chad
up.
crashed his motorcycle.
I did crash.
Was
It was a
okay?
rainy-
How much time? How
it
much
was a
time was
rainy
actually
day.
spent in Hawaii?
Months.
And how much work was actually done?
A day or two.
Okay.
A day or two. But
I think we need to do a
but one of the
special on your
reasons-
recording of album. I want to go.
One of the reasons we went there, besides writing songs, was just to hang out as a band, as 4 people living together, because we wanted to get to know Dave. And we
true.
wanted Dave to get to know
That's
us.
good.
It's true.
Yeah.
It was intimate.
And you look like you fit right in.
Oh, you're
Well,
kidding.
for better or for worse. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I had to
we'll
say it. I don't know if that's a compliment or not. Stay tuned. We got more of MTV's coverage of Woodstock
Backstage
94.
here at Woodstock.
Guaranteed, Ricky. You know, we're still hoping we aren't getting any more rain, you know, particularly with Dylan and the Chili Peppers coming on later and the backup for the buses and all. Spectacular weather last night as Aerosmith finished the evening around 1 or 2 in the morning. Let's check out a bit of their performance. The storm which occurred during that set only added to the pyrotechnics and excitement of Aerosmith. A lot more coming your way, but first, why don't we check out one of the songs that got Aerosmith that headlining gig in the first place. Dude Looks Like a Lady.
Ricky Rackman here. We're coming to you from Woodstock 94, and you just saw an Aerosmith video, and Chris had said earlier that Aerosmith ended up playing till about 1 o'clock. In all actuality, I think it was like almost 3:45 when Aerosmith actually finished. And when you look back on some of the bands that played the first day, like James and Violent Femmes, this whole thing, I mean, that seems like weeks ago. All of the whole MTV staff, we've been here for like, what, 4 days now, and it just seems, it's starting to just go into a big, long blur. And oh, the stories that we wish you could tell you. You know what the hottest thing is backstage? The hottest thing is that right over there, they have a chiropractor and a massage table, and everybody's like, hey, let's get a chiropractic thing and a massage, and that's like the new thing to do. And right now, Allison has got something special for a couple lucky Woodstock goers. Allison.
It's true, and I did get one of those massages, and it rocked. You know, we're pretty contest happy here at MTV. I mean, we gave away a Woodstock Winnebago, for God's sake, but now we're giving away something a little more musical, a little more practical, and let me tell you what, I want to prove that my threats are not idle. Bring it on out. It's a Gibson Montana guitar. Ooh, do you want that? All right, Kurt from Manhattan, who's right here, and Danny from Miami are going to compete. A little Woodstock trivia for that guitar. All right, are you ready, Danny? Yep. The Spin Doctors performed the song Woodstock today. Now, who wrote that song?
The Allman Brothers?
No. Okay, now, Kurt, if you get this right, you get the guitar, because he boofed, basically. He punted. Okay, what band performed Woodstock 94's unofficial theme song, My Name is Mud, last night?
9 Inch Nails?
No. Okay, round 2. All right, if neither of you guys ever answer a question, you're going to have to arm wrestle. That's my theory. Okay, you ready? Who was president when the first Woodstock occurred in 1969?
I don't have a clue. I was just being born then.
He was busy being born. Okay. What? I'll give you some easy questions. Shut up. What famous guitarist did Paul Rodgers jam with earlier today?
Oh, no clue. Sorry.
You guys really are going to have to arm wrestle later on. All righty. What performer is slated to close the festival tonight?
What performer what?
What performer is slated to close the festival here tonight?
I'd probably say Santana.
Santana on right now, dude. Okay. Can you name the hand painter who entertained the crowd here Friday and Saturday nights with his on-the-spot portraits of Hendrix and Lennon?
No.
Give me his questions.
Yeah, switch.
I'm going to get to take the guitar home. All right. Who led the initial fish chant at Woodstock 69 and surprisingly repeated it here this morning at 10 a.m.?
Once again, I don't know.
You knew that? All right. Oh, who was the first to take the North Stage yesterday, Saturday, here at Woodstock 94?
I was over North Stage. Yesterday. The pressure's on. And next.
The crew thinks this is really funny. Okay, can you name Mr. Woodstock?
I don't understand the question.
If someone goes by the name of Mr. Woodstock.
I'd say Snoopy's friend.
Okay, sort of. How many members of Jane's Addiction are performing here tonight?
1.
No. I don't have many cards left. You know what? We're going to think of some more questions, some easier questions. We're going to come back to this. MTV's live, very live. MTV's live coverage of Woodstock 94. We're still trying to give away this Gibson Montana guitar, and in all honesty, these guys really did know the answers to each other's questions. They ripped through them during their commercial break. So what we're gonna give this away. Gosh darn it. Ready? Yep. How many people are promoters estimating are at this Woodstock?
Probably 300,000.
And okay. Oh, this is tough. What is the color of Slash's guitar?
White.
We have a winner. No, Slash's guitar is black. We have a winner from Miami Beach. Excellent. Enjoy it. Are you happy?
Yeah.
Do you play?
Yes, I do.
Excellent. Hey, Ricky, I'm with the winner out front. Who are you with backstage? By yourself? What's up?
I'm with me, myself, and I. I'm very glad that you actually did finally find a winning question, Allison. I know that the next question was, spell your first name. And it was also multiple choice, so it was going to be interesting to see if they actually got that. Check it out. All of the MTV staff has been working non-stop for the past 4 days. And unfortunately, we can't always be in the position we want to be in. For instance, one of the bands that I really wanted to see was Green Day, but I was stuck somewhere in the mud. And actually, if I was seeing Green Day, I still would have been somewhere in the mud, as you can see from the Green Day performance.
All right, great band. They sure did make my day in the interview area. And I'm pleased to say that the loser of our Gibson guitar contest doesn't go away empty-handed. He gets to run security for the next Green Day show. All right, we're still standing on the north stage waiting for Bob Dylan to go on. Any minute now, God willing. But for now, let's go to Juliet Honan.
Hey, we're here in the field. I'm with some very clean young ladies. They are clean because they both have a tent and a hotel room, which they booked 5 months ago. That's all we have time for here. Back to you, Allison.
Hey, we are back, and everyone's waiting for Bob Dylan. You know what's happened? He is stuck in traffic. Not with traffic, but actually in traffic, so everybody's waiting for him to show up. Of course, though, the talk of the day so far, pre-Dylan, has been Green Day with the throwing and the mud moshers, and you saw it, you know it, here they are, basket case.
Welcome back to our live coverage of Woodstock 94. We're nearing the home stretch of this mud-spattered marathon. The Red Hot Chili Peppers are on stage literally lighting up the night. They came out with giant light bulbs over their heads. Well over 100,000 people are slipping and sliding in the mud behind me. Peter Gabriel is still to come. Now, the rain has abated for the past few hours, but the temperature has been dropping and the wind has picked up. So to help ward off hypothermia, some needy concert goers can pick up thousands of wool blankets and garbage bags. Well, I'm joined by our posse here, Tabitha Soren, Bill Bellamy, and Ed Barquez, doing a great job all weekend. What are your highlights so far? Bill, what have you liked the most?
I think one of my best highlights was the wedding. I saw a wedding here, and I got an opportunity to just hang out with the people and meet some of the most amazing people from all over the country.
Ed, what about you? What'd you think?
I think it's a combination of things. The music, just visually, the stage, the audience, how great everyone was, and just overall together an amazing package. And the fact that the hippies embraced me as much as I
Literally,
yeah.
Right here on his. How about you, Tabitha?
Well, I am partial to anyone who wears metallic, like the Red Hot Chili Peppers, but I'd have to say that Bob Dylan playing, because he inspired the first one but never showed up, really brought the whole event full circle for me.
Me, I just really liked the catering. I thought it was great. Well, as for today in Woodstock news, one of the most memorable scenes really all the way around from the whole weekend came when Green Day got into an intense mud-throwing match with fans at the South Stage. It got so out of hand that a security guard mistook lead singer Billy Joe for one of the mud people attacking the stage. In the ensuing tussle, the guard fell on Billy Joe, who hurt his arm and chipped a tooth.
Also, in one of only 4 arrests made on site the entire weekend, a fan assaulted a stage worker at the South Stage today. Now let's check in with more of our team out on our platform in the middle of the crowd.
It is only about live music out here. Of course, it's MTV's coverage live of Woodstock 94. Red Hot Chili Peppers are on the stage, and they are raw and they are ready. Anybody who thought they were going to get any sleep for the next hour, no, not happening. And it was just amazing the way they took the stage. Everybody kind of got all excited by the way they looked. Kennedy, how? Describe it. Use your fabulous vocabulary to describe.
They came out, as Chris said, with 4 light bulbs, but they're wearing silver suits, so they look like 4 baked potatoes. They did.
Hopefully not in a microwave.
They're very environmentally conscious. And Anthony Kiedis' hair
especially long tonight. New guitarist Dave DeVos sporting nipple rings. Very hot. Nice touch. Nice addition to the band.
Ricky, we gotta know, describe the light bulb motif.
Can't hear a word you're saying. I really have to use the bathroom.
Ricky's gonna use the bathroom while we look at the Red Hot Chili Peppers, how they took the stage.
Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Why can't tell if I'm keeping up? What I got to give it to you about now. What I got to give it to you about now. What I got to give it to you about just do a little dancing, make it take a little one time. What I got to get it, put it in you. What I got to get it, put it in you. What I got to get it, put it in you. Really with your feeling, don't stop hurting you. Realize that I wanna be a miser. Cause mine was I am be the wiser. Your love is the love enough.
Anthony give it away.
The man.
Hello.
Anthony is the man and all that.
He likes Dave Navarro.
Oh, he's a little hot body, isn't he?
I was just going to say the same thing. For people that don't know, this is his first show, really, with Red Hot Chili Peppers, and we saw him backstage, and I think, I mean, you could elaborate on a female's perspective, but it's probably the best the band's looked and acted in a long time.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely. Of course, Dave Navarro, former Jane's Addiction guitarist. Allison?
And they also, you know, they don't wear much clothes, so that works out for me.
Oh, and that works.
We're going down to the crowd. John and Juliet, what's going on down there?
Well, yeah, we're in the crowd, and we're in fact in front of a bonfire. There are loads of people here. It's very, very hot.
It's very industrious. Everyone keeps talking about how it's getting cold, but these people are hot, man. They made a fire, and it's very nice. What's a highlight for you from this? Because this is a highlight for me.
The highlight for me was definitely 9 Inch Nails. I thought they were great. Absolutely brilliant. What about you?
Well, I like the way that Trent was in the mud and all, and you know, I'd like to get in the mud later, maybe, man. And
well, I'll push you in the mud. But let's find out what Tabitha's doing. Where are you, Tabitha?
I'm up here right next to the north stage, and later on tonight there'll also be another all-night rave as the main stage action winds down. Most people's thoughts turn toward getting home. That could take a while. Early this evening, there was a 5-hour wait for shuttle buses at the lots outside the concert site. Some vehicles were stuck in the mud. There was a steady stream of people leaving the site all day. At one point, we were told 15,000 to 20,000 people an hour were leaving, and the field behind me in front of the main stage still looked packed. We're told that heavy pedestrian traffic on roadways is outside the site, but state police and highway officials have denied rumors of impassable jams on the New York State Thruway. Concert organizers tonight said that the estimated 150,000 people who got into the show for free would be able to ride the 850 shuttle buses out of here, along with the 200,000 people who paid $135. That's so nice of them. We checked out the scene outside the gates to Woodstock 94 earlier today, and here's what we found.
All the folks who bolted earlier today are missing it, missing the Red Hot Chili Peppers on stage. They are pretty phenomenal. But Kennedy, how did you spend your afternoon? Like, what was the strangest thing you had to comprehend?
Actually, much like Juliet Honan, this morning we were bussed in from the hotel we're staying in, which is about 20 miles away, but fortunately we do have hotel room. And I fell asleep on the way over because I had eaten a Danish that had some bad frosting on it.
I understand.
And had some in it, maybe a Mickey, put me to sleep. So when I woke up, I was like, oh, we're here, we're at Woodstock. Like, nah, it's a couple miles down the road. So we had to walk quite a ways. And we saw some sorry-ass people coming. I'm sorry, I've said ass 3 times now. But I saw some sorry-looking people coming out of the venue with their tents and their bags covered with mud, big suitcases, and this is what they're missing.
I'm telling you, can I tell you sorry? Look at our feet.
Muddy people, muddy shoes.
This is Woodstock 94, and this is Juliet and John.
Hey, we're hot, man. We're standing in front of a fire.
We are absolutely. I'm incredibly hot.
What's your impression of this whole thing?
Well, when Bob Dylan, who was playing earlier, stopped playing, everybody left. Red Hot Chili Peppers came on, dressed as sort of light bulbs or something, and everybody has been dancing ever since, which I think is great.
It's a beautiful thing, and speaking of dancing, here's Metallica with One.
up the stage. Everybody was talking about them today. They were definitely one of the premier acts here at Woodstock 94. And right now what I want to do is show you Ricky Rackman interviewing Slash and Paul Rogers.
Ricky Rackman here backstage hanging out with Paul Rogers and Slash. And you had mentioned that Slash, that you saw a little bit of Green Day, and you were like pretty excited to see Green Day play
Well,
here.
I heard them. I didn't get to see them, but they're awesome.
What other bands were on the Woodstock bill that you...
You know what, to tell you the truth, this whole gig was put together so quickly as far as I was concerned that I just wanted to come and jam with Paul's band. I didn't know who was playing.
What about you, Paul? Were there any bands that you know...
Well, actually, it's the same for me. I had I got the call for the show about a week ago, and in that time, I've been frantically putting the band together, flying everyone in. We got 2 days rehearsal, man, and then we just went out there
Did
and
Brian
winged it.
May play with you? Because I had heard that Brian May was...
Yeah, Brian was
going
to come out, but he got sick, man, unfortunately. So he couldn't make it. But he was there when we did Wembley. We played at Wembley, and we did a thing there.
Could you tell a big difference? I mean, both of those are just like walls of people. What would be a big difference in the Wembley crowd as opposed to the Woodstock crowd?
Well, I mean, the biggest difference is this is open air. And an open air thing is such a great sound, doesn't it?
No idea what to expect. But you know what the coolest thing is? I know, I'll hold it. Anyway, the coolest thing about the whole is I got here, I had no idea, because Guns was supposed to play this, and we didn't do it because we thought it was going to be very corporate and had nothing to do with the Woodstock generation and what Woodstock was all about, so we didn't want to be involved.
Do you still feel that way? Because a lot of people thought that and don't feel that way.
I changed my mind about one thing, is that for the bands to get into it is very complicated. But I don't know, I'm saying. All right, but the kids are having a good time. And then I got in here and everybody's covered in mud. I'm seeing nipples, like dried up mud on,
And you like
and I'm
that.
like going,
you like that kind of stuff.
They're really going in for it, So
because of the dried up
It
nipples.
actually is a significant gig for our time or whatever.
We got to go, but we will be back with MTV's coverage of Woodstock 94.
I never want to hold one.
Let me tell you, if you're staying tuned, you're here at the right place, because Woodstock 94 is captivating, exciting, all that wrapped up in a nutshell with a lot of mud. So you stay tuned, you'll get more news, more coverage, and more of me. I'll be right here, I swear, I'm not going.
Hey, John Spencer here at Woodstock 94. It's the last night of the event. The Chili Peppers are playing, and I'm in a tent hanging out with some new friends. What's your name?
Susie.
Dave. Mike. John.
Lauren.
Doug.
Okay, and where are you guys from?
West Haven.
And let me get this straight. The guys are together, and are you two girls together?
Yeah.
Okay, now tell me something. How did you guys all happen to meet?
We met him in our little town here.
So you'd call this Woodstock's a city and you created a town?
Yeah, we had no choice. Everybody was so close, so everybody was just nice to each other and made a little town. Been hanging out.
That's groovy. Now, did you have a name for the town at all?
Well, we just call it Happyville, It's just, you get together, you be happy.
Tell me some about impressions. You guys must have seen a lot here. What did you see that blew your mind, man?
We were hanging out around the south stage, and we thought there was a fight. And all of a sudden, this deer came crashing right through all the tents, went right through them, everything. It was pretty weird.
See, they even have deers here out of Woodstock. Now, is this something that's much better or worse than you thought it would be?
Definitely better. Definitely better.
How do you think it was better?
I don't know. It's just more out of hand than all the rules they said there was going to be. There wasn't going to be this, there wasn't going to be that.
That's beautiful, man. No rules. And we're going to do some no-rule stuff here. And Ricky Kennedy, what are you up to?
Deers? It's Allison Kennedy up here on the MTV Tower watching the Red Hot Chili Peppers on stage live at Woodstock 94, Socrates, New York. Now, Allison, have you been getting pretty good sleep here?
I actually have. Let me tell you, by the time we get to our hotel, yes, we had hotels, there were like skid marks by the bed from where I was like, boom, in the bed and then back here.
Not those kind of skid marks.
No. Yeah,
well, I gave people some skid marks because I was waking them up, bugging them, and trying to get people roused to go to the big rave that happened Friday night. Why don't you take a look and see what happened on my night of terror?
Funfest having any trouble getting people to leave the premises, I have one suggestion for them. Kennedy and an air horn. Just an idea. Well, the Red Hot Chili Peppers are still tearing it up on stage. There's a lot of mud out there, and they're no strangers to mud. For an appearance on the old David Letterman show a few years ago, they covered themselves head to toe with the stuff. Then they were bumped from the show and had to be taken to showers in the RCA building to clean off. Anyway, here's the song that helped put them over for the very first time. Here's Under the Bridge.
That is only appropriate that we play the Red Hot Chili Peppers Under the Bridge. Right now, they are on stage. Everybody has their shirts off.
Everybody in the entire stadium. That's not really everyone outside.
Don't make me take off my shirt.
No.
Don't make me take off my shirt.
No, but what happened to you today? What happened?
Oh my God, today everything happened to me, man. This girl just runs up to me, pulls up her shirt.
That was probably Sensio, man. There's a lot more happening than just the music and all the high weirdness. One of the things we checked out was the Craft and Eco Fair. It was Sensio, man.
Red Hot Chili Peppers are rocking the house. Kennedy and I probably have the best seat going, so we're not going to talk. We're just going to dance for a minute.
Check out 9 Inch Nails from last night. Another band, the Ritz Club.
They were good too. Phenomenal performance from 9 Inch Nails last night. A phenomenal performance from these gentlemen.
Ouch. Talk about connecting with your crowd, though. When 9 Inch Nails came on, Nelly, we were insane. Like little rabid wenches we were. Phenomenal. Why don't you check out a video from them? One of the most brilliant videos that's ever been on MTV, directed by Mark Romanek. Here's 9 Inch Nails, Closer.
9 Inch Nails, who played a blistering and very muddy set here on Saturday night. Right now, the Red Hot Chili Peppers are wowing the crowd. Just one more wow in a series of unbelievable songs and performances from these guys. I mean, they're just amazing. The crowd is going nuts, and they're all incredibly tired. I mean, you can see it on their faces, but the last amount of energy they have is being used up to watch the Chili Peppers. We've all had a pretty great time here this weekend, but let's not forget that spending 3 days in the great outdoors with 200,000 or 300,000 people is not something to be taken lightly. 2 people died here this weekend due to pre-existing medical conditions. That's right, 44-year-old Joseph Roussel of West Babylon, New York, who went into cardiac arrest due to complications from diabetes, and 20-year-old Edward Chatfield of Grove City, Ohio, went into respiratory failure due to a spleen he'd ruptured before coming here. Both men died at hospitals off-site. Happier news, concert organizers told us tonight that New York State had dropped plans to turn this concert site into a dump, plans which had been vigorously opposed by the people of Saugerties, New York, including John Hall of Orleans, who played here Friday night. We're also told there's a chance of a performing arts center being built here in the not-too-distant future. On that note, in our very near future is Ricky and Allison. Guys?
That's right, and not only that, I heard that there was a reported birth here, and I know that there was at least 15 marriages here at Woodstock as of this afternoon, so...
I think they should name the kid Woody. What do you think?
That was how he conceived, I think. Anyway, so we're hanging out here, and I gotta be really honest with you. Earlier, I mean, we've been here non-stop for like 3.5 days, and it seemed after the rain came down, it was so muddy, and it looked like the crowd dissipated and the spirits were kind of low, but I would say there's probably at least maybe 100,000 people here, and the spirits have definitely picked up, and Bob Dylan said they were going crazy, and
right now through the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I mean, wouldn't you agree? It's a whole different vibe.
I think that whole unity thing that everybody's been looking for all weekend is starting to really gel, and it's really starting to happen right now. I think Peter Gabriel's going to send it over the top.
It sounds really contrived when you hear people say about the whole feeling of the whole Woodstock thing, but I mean, we've been here and it's like going to camp, really long, muddy camp with like almost 500,000 people. I mean, it's been a while. But we're going to be back with more Woodstock 94, so please stay tuned.
Absolutely.
We're back in the field with some guys from Ohio now. Red Hot Chili Peppers have just finished, and you guys are going home, right?
Yep. Pretty much.
Now, was this was your tent? Am I correct?
Yep. Yep, it's mine.
All four of you were in there?
Yep.
Long answers. You guys must be really tired. Are you tired?
I'm very tired.
When did you get here?
Friday evening, 11.
And now, why are you going now? You don't want to stay for the rest of the festivities?
It's too muddy.
Really? And when did you last have a shower?
About Wednesday afternoon.
Well, you don't smell too bad. Well, we wanted to show you some of the highlights, some of the music, and all the fun stuff that happened here at Woodstock 94.
Just wanna be there beside you when the night comes, when the night comes. Yeah, baby.
We're calling it Mudstock 94, man.
My name is Mud.
Etheridge put on like a really good show.
I like 9 Inch Nails, they were real good.
Oh man, Traffic, Allman Brothers.
Jackal was pretty cool.
We are
I had a great time. I would definitely do it again when I'm 50 years old when I come back.
Actually, the best part of the weekend for me was just watching my son have a great time as well as listening to all the bands.
It was great, really great, but we're happy to leave. I mean, we have mud all over. I'm so tired. I have like slept for 1 hour, but it was great. I mean, it was great.
Woodstock 94 has been so good. Everybody seems to have a great thing to feel about it. It actually was something that I wish everyone could go to, but if you had to watch it, it's all right. We got lots more coverage and a lot of cute interviews and a lot more music. Stay tuned. I'm hanging out here with Chris, and we were just sitting here talking about who had the most spectacular performances today. I have to say my top three would be Joe Cocker, Nine Inch Nails and the Chili Peppers, man.
An amazing performance from Cocker when you think about this is a guy who used to get drunk so much during his performances, he'd have buckets placed in between the amplifiers backstage so he
You
could
serious?
throw up in them. I wouldn't make this stuff up.
No.
Could start a whole trend. But look at that Chili Peppers performance. I mean, you had the candles in the crowd.
Man. The
You had them all
t-shirt.
dressed, the T-shirts over the head, all the Peppers dressed up as Hendrix, and then Flea's daughter singing the Star Spangled Banner just
What
like
you
Jimmy
want?
did.
What more you want?
I don't know. I can't think. I don't know. Linoleum, I guess. I don't know. What more could you want? I know who can tell us what more we could want. Julia, she's out in the field.
I am in the field, and this is in between sets. Chili Peppers have just gone off. Peter Gabriel is just about to come on. And at this time, people tend to start walking around. Everyone's packing up. Behind me, there are bonfires, all sorts of things like that. But the people that have the best seats in the house have got to be Allison and Kennedy, and they are up there at the platform.
Hello, British person, Juliet. Thank you very much. Allison and I were just talking about the stage announcements they're making. In addition to the missing children, that seems to be like the main concern of the big stage announcer, who's not Wavy Gravy. And they're also talking about the traffic. What are the delays, Allison?
Ooh, 25, 30 hours.
25,
In a
30
car
hour
with people,
delays.
in a car with people who haven't
Hello.
paved in 3 days. It's gonna
Hello, body odor.
Very right on the New York State Thruway.
Like an open freeway full of patchouli, I'd say. Okay, let's check back in with Chris and see what the intellectual man is doing.
I mosh, therefore I am. Actually, I don't mosh. I've been kind of mosh-free this whole thing. But we sent John Sensio into the heart of the mosh pit, and he sort of did the master mosh not long ago. Check it out.
Soren and Ed Marquez up here at home base. Obviously, mud is a very popular fashion accessory here at Woodstock 94, wouldn't you say? Yes.
I arrived to the festival with the mud already applied, see?
And I have to say, when I arrived at the festival, I was surprised at how many people wore tie-dye. I didn't think that in '94 they would sort of be that nostalgic.
Yeah, I didn't think they're going to try to recreate what happened then, but it's everywhere. Actually, not just tie-dye. You have a little bit of everything, but there was a lot of tie-dye.
Yeah. Well, we'll check out what other kind of fashion was going on at Woodstock 94, or lack of fashion. Some naked people, too. Check it out.
Wait, naked?
A lot of people explaining a lot of the stuff that's been going on at Woodstock the last 4 days, but it's really, really hard to explain the feeling. First of all, right now, it doesn't smell as bad as it smelled earlier. It smells like campfires. As far as I can see that way, I still see tents, fires. There's still tons of people here. Very cool. And I guess the thing is sort of winding down, and the one thing that I've heard that we've got to look forward to is 25 to 30 hour delays. We'll be back with more from Woodstock 94.
And welcome back to MTV's continuing coverage of Woodstock 94. I'm Chris Conley. Behind me on the North Stage, we're just moments away from the final act of Woodstock 94, Peter Gabriel. Having a great time here. Let's see how things are going up on the platform. Ladies?
Peter Gabriel? No, actually, like the big overriding theme seems to be here. It's wild and craziness, but men keep yelling, "Show your boobies, ladies." So,
Go ahead.
Mr. President for that.
Go ahead. She did it.
Thank you.
She
Don't
did
worry,
it.
I have a bra on. It's actually a metal sheath.
I don't, so I'm not going to do that, okay? Basically, earlier today, Green Day were slinging mud, and I'm not talking about bad things about people. They were playing great music, and they have really good aim. Check it out.
I give myself the creep. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I face covered like it has. And my chest never annoyed. My chest up.
by plenty of mud being flung on either side of the stage. Only thing being thrown off of this stage is Bill Bellamy throwing autographs into the crowd to these stunning young women. What a beautiful world this is. And it got more beautiful on this very stage this weekend as we saw the wedded bliss of two wonderful youngsters. Let's check it out.
Oh, isn't that romantic, John?
I feel so romantic. It's like the last dance at the 8th grade dance. Everyone's trying to get together right now, you know?
I have no idea what you're talking about. But now, did you guys meet here? You look pretty romantic.
No, we didn't meet here. We met back in Long Island.
Well, how is Woodstock as a romantic place? Is it romantic, do you think, Lara?
I think it's definitely romantic. In this great atmosphere, definitely.
Okay. Well, now what are we going to go to next?
Well, I don't know, man, but because I don't know where here is, but Randy and the Redwoods know where here is. Randy?
This is a map of all the services they have right here. And you are here. And that's where, oh, how'd they know I was going to be here? I kind of wish they hadn't put that there, but they did. And then all of this, everybody that came here came on buses, different colored buses. When you leave, this is where they're going to be parked. Black buses over here, brown, purple, and everything. And you got to go home on those buses, or I don't know what they do, sue you. These arrows, these are where men and women meet. And if you want to meet a man or a woman, you go over here. And these are just numbers. I'd ignore those. These arrows here, this means a meeting place for bisexuals. And you notice Woodstock has a lot of like just bisexual meeting places all over. I really wish this wasn't here. That is very unfortunate. I mean, who knew that I was going to be here? That's what I want to know. Okay. All right, I'm just all of a sudden kind of bugged. So let's move away from, I hope that doesn't follow me.
I like that little rainbow coalition of buses down there. It was nice. Nice little diversity in bus list.
I hope there's diversity, Allison. Yes. I really, really do. The nice people here. Actually, it seems that we're surrounded by a bunch of rednecks. I don't know why.
We're up high, so it's all right.
Bunch of inbreds.
We're going to have to go down there eventually.
Surrounding the MTV tower, much like Randy the Redwoods. All right, stick around. We got more coverage live from Woodstock 94. Wrapping it up for you. Stay here.
Hold me. I'm scared.
Welcome back to Woodstock 94. I'm Bill Bellamy, hanging out with Chris Connolly, and I am getting depressed, man.
It's just about the end of the round here for us.
Man,
so what a time we've had. You feeling a little sad about
Yeah,
things?
man. I met some friends, dude. It's like I bonded, man. People in Ohio, people from Montreal, man. It's like totally I'm tripping.
He may need a little surgery to get rid of some of those bonds.
Yeah.
Now, you might not have seen all the fun we've had over the last 3 days, but if you've missed any of it, we'd love to show it to you. I'm going to take care of Bill here. Check this out.
I got friends, man.
There we go.
Made me realize that being here was the best move for the weekend. It was definitely.
We really did have a lot of fun out there. Let's get some final comments from some of our gang. Let's go into the crowd for John and Juliet. What say you guys?
Oh man, we're just thinking about our final thoughts here. What are you going to take home with you?
Well, I'm going to take some mud. The memory of the smells of Woodstock, definitely. There were some good smells and there were some bad smells.
You know, I'm gonna take home the fact that I pulled this young lady out of the mud with my hands. I was running down there and I just pulled out the mud. And you know what? I think I'm gonna take all these new friends home with me, man. Who we going to?
Hey, Ricky, Kennedy, and Allison, what are you doing? What are you gonna take away?
Yeah, what are you taking out?
You know, I'm not really sure. We've been at Woodstock, what, 3-4 weeks now?
Yeah.
We're gonna pay taxes soon, but no, really. As Peter Gabriel's about to take the stage, what do you think about Woodstock 94?
I just think it was really funny that they're on stage listing all the types of bad acid. I'm not going to take any home, of course. What about you, Ricky?
You know what? On one hand, it's kind of a drag that it's over. On the other hand, I'm really glad that I'm going to go home and use the bathroom. And honestly, at the ending of the show, and you see like Mitch and Dave and the credits of all the people that really, really worked hard on this thing in the town.
Absolutely.
But the bottom line is that the people that really worked the hardest were us.
I just want to say that it's not as important to define a generation and find a title or anything like that, but the important thing was we show that no matter what age you are and what type of music you like, you can have a really cool time with some good music and some bad weather.
Basically, we came, we saw, we Woodstocked. Back to you, Chris.
All right, some final thoughts from our posse here. Ed, what are you going to take home from this?
This is like the best 3 days I've had in such a long time. I had a great time. Although I would like to make a brief announcement before I take off. Mom, please meet me at the Jimi Hendrix tent, or else you can find your own way home. That's all I'm saying. That was great. It was the best time I had.
Mr. Bellamy.
I just want to take a moment to give people credit who don't get any credit. The men out there who clean the Porta Johnny, you're my man. Anybody that can move Dookie like that, cool with me.
Tabitha Soren, your final impressions.
Well, I'd like to take home Red Hot Chili Peppers. Forget the Grateful Dead. I'm going to spend the rest of my life, devote the rest of my time to following them around on tour. That's my new mission.
And all of us thank all of you for sticking with MTV's coverage of Woodstock 94 all through these 3 fabulous days. We are Stardust, we are Golden, and we are out of here. See you later.
Bye.